we present the amusingly transcribed adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, starring America's favorite young couple, Ozzie Nelson and Harriet Hilliard. One of the immutable laws of nature is that opposites attract. Perhaps this is why Ozzie and Harriet were drawn to each other, because there never was anybody so opposite as Ozzie. For instance, when Harriet says,
"No,"
Ozzie says,
"Yes."
And when Harriet says,
"Yes,"
Ozzie says,
"No."
And when Harriet says,
"Yes," and "no,"
Ozzie says,
Could be.
Well, right now, this law is in full operation in the Nelson household concerning a chair and sofa that Harriet wants to have reupholstered.
The only reason I want to go to the home furnishing and decorating show is to see some new upholstering materials.
Harriet, the chair and sofa do not need reupholstering.
Let's talk this over calmly. Now sit down.
All right. Harriet.
Hold still. I'll help you get the spring out of your back pocket.
Probably wouldn't happen again in 1,000 years.
Well, we can't wait that long. Look at the fabric on the sofa. The mohair's all worn off.
Oh, it's not too bad.
No. Mo has more hair than the sofa.
Harriet, please, no jokes.
Well, I've gotten several estimates. We can have the whole job done for about $200.
$200? What's it for?
Fixing up the sofa and chair, Dave.
Shall I get your checkbook, Pop?
David, this is between your mother and me.
What's between your mother and me?
We were discussing having the furniture reupholstered.
Oh, you're finally going to have it done, huh?
Well, not necessarily.
Not necessarily. What does that mean?
It means if you keep at him long enough, he'll have it done.
I'm just not going to spend $200 to have something done that doesn't need to be done.
Mom, I'm wounded.
Roll over on your stomach, boy, and I'll get the bandages.
Now stop it, will you? I've made my decision.
There's Tony and Catherine. Let's go.
All right, but remember now, just because I go to the home furnishing show doesn't mean I'm going to give in.
Of course not, dear. Good night, boys.
Good night.
Good night.
Adult.
Where'd the girls go, Thorny?
Oh, they're scouting for upholstery material.
Well, it's not going to do Harriet any good.
Don't be such a cheapskate, Oz.
Cheapskate. Before you give Catherine money for a new dress, her old one's been in and out of style 3 times.
Temper, temper.
Look, Thorny, the last time you were over for dinner, I noticed you sat on our sofa and didn't get up for 3 hours.
Well, I couldn't. The spring was stuck in my back pocket.
I want to show you the most wonderful exhibit.
Now, Harriet, I told you before we left
It's
that
a contest and free.
Free?
Now, there's a word that brings a light to his beady little eyes.
The booth is right over here. Come look.
The Cozy Comfy Upholstery Company. Harriet, I told
Read
you...
on, Macduff.
Win $100 off on reupholstering any 2 pieces of furniture.
I leave you with a sharp pencil and your conscience.
Interested in entering our contest, sir?
Well, I
Just fill out the card with your name and your address, drop it in the box, and at the end of the show, we'll select the lucky winner who'll receive $100 off on an upholstery job.
Oh. Well, there's no reason why I shouldn't enter. Can my wife fill one out, too?
Just one to a family. How about your friend here?
Oh, no, thanks. We just had ours said reupholstered.
Thorny. Come here.
Yes, Oz.
Look, fill one out, and it'll give me twice as good a chance.
But I don't need it.
Come on. What harm is there?
Well, why should I?
Aren't we friends?
I've been wondering. You know, Harriet talked Catherine into coming here with her, and already it's cost me $1.50 for tickets and 35 cents to park the car. What's friendly about that?
All right, I'll give you the 35 cents for parking the car.
If you were a real friend, you'd give me the $1.50 for the tickets.
Thorny, exactly how high a price do you put on your friendship?
Shall we say $1?
Okay, here's your $1. Fill out the card, friend. can't you keep the springs pressed down while I try to tie them?
Got away from me, Pop.
Mine too.
Sorry, dear. This sofa is just impossible. As soon as you press one spring down, two more pop up.
Oh, Harriet, don't be ridiculous.
Dear, just let me call an upholsterer. We've waited a week for you to win that contest.
Well, the mailman hasn't been here yet today.
Yes, he has, Pop. Nothing for you.
Oh. Oh, we've waited this long. Let's wait a couple more days.
Come in, Thorny.
Oz, can I talk to you outside for a minute?
Oh, sure. Okay. What's up?
Guess what came in the mail this morning?
A notice from the draft board?
No, a little letter from the KKU, the Cozy Comfy Upholstery Company.
Thorny, we didn't.
No, we didn't. But I did.
You did what?
I won the first prize, $100 off on the upholstery deal.
Well, this is sensational. Wait till I tell Harriet.
What are you so excited about? I won it.
But, Thorny, you filled it out for me.
Well, yes, but I didn't expect to win.
Now, wait, you can't do this. I gave you $1 to fill that card out.
Oh, you're mistaken, Oz. You gave me that $1 for friendship.
But I am your friend.
Some friend. The minute I win a big prize, you want to horn in on it.
Now, just a second, Thorny. You weren't even interested. You said you didn't need to have anything done.
Well, that's life. Them as has gets.
Now, look, Thorny.
Now, don't blow your cork on. Do you need this?
You know darn well I do.
Then you can have it.
Gee, thanks, Thorny. For a minute I had to...
For $100.
$100?
Well, it says right here it's worth $100. You wouldn't try to cheat me, would you?
Look, before I'd give you the money, I'd call up the company and pay them the full price.
Well, go ahead, Oz. I understand they do good work. I'll be seeing you.
Harriet, stop laughing.
I'm sorry, but I can't help it.
Well, it's not that funny.
Oh, you know, Thorny, he's just teasing you. He'll eventually give it to you.
No, he won't.
How do you know?
Because my lawyer talked to him about it.
Pop, I was just talking to Will Thornbury. He says his father's really got you boxed in on the upholstery deal.
Oh, he did he?
You gonna give him the $100, Pop?
Certainly not. Actually, he's outsmarted himself. He might have been able to sell it to me for $50, but now I'm not going to give him a cent for it.
Aren't you cutting off your nose to spite your face?
No, I've been thinking it over, and probably everybody who fills out a card wins first prize.
You didn't.
Well, they're so busy with everybody else, they haven't gotten around to me yet.
Could I possibly interest you in calling some other upholstery company?
Harriet, let's just be patient and wait for the mailman. Hello, is this the Cozy Comfy Upholstery Company? About 3 weeks ago, I entered your contest at the home show, and I wondered if I won anything. No, the name is Nelson. Ozzie Nelson. I didn't. Only one first prize? And who did you say? Thornbury. Thank you. Harriet?
Yes, sir?
Harriet, you want the furniture upholstered. 3 weeks have passed. Maybe I ought to make some kind of a deal with Thorny.
Contest is on the level, huh?
Well, I don't want to waste any more time. If Thorny will be reasonable, I'll be reasonable.
Well, that sounds reasonable. What's the morning line on his prize?
Well, his last quotation was $65.
Not so bad.
By rights, the prize was mine.
Not according to your lawyer.
He's not my lawyer anymore.
Ozzie, why don't you go over and talk to Thorny? After all, you're smarter than he is.
Oh, but Harriet,
You're a better businessman than he is.
Well,
He can't put anything over on you.
Not a chance.
Well, then go over and talk to him.
I will.
Ozzie,
Yeah?
don't sign anything.
What are you doing?
Just trimming the hedge.
Mind if I get my clippers and join you?
These are your clippers.
Well, in that case, you might as well trim my side, too.
Certainly, Thorny. Glad to.
Got a phone call this morning, Oz.
Very interesting.
From the Comfy Cozy Upholstery Company.
Cozy comfy.
Oh, yeah. Didn't realize there was a time limit on that prize. It's up tomorrow. Sure hate to see all that money go to waste.
Yeah, that'd be a big shame.
Of course, it won't really go to waste. Herb Dunkel will buy it from me.
Herb Dunkel?
Careful, Oz. You nearly snipped off your tie. Yep. Offered me $40 for it.
Why didn't you take it?
Well, I feel a moral obligation to you. After all, it was you who advised me to fill out the card.
That's why I feel $15 is a fair price.
$15? That's insulting. Let's forget the whole thing.
Okay. And here, trim your own side of the hedge.
Gladly.
How about $18? $20? Thorny, stop clipping me. Stop clipping and listen to me. I'll give you $25, and that's my top price.
Well, for friendship's sake, okay.
It's a deal.
Not until I get the money.
Okay. Let's see. It was $20, wasn't it?
No, 30.
It was $25, and stop trying to cheat me. 25. Here.
Well, thank you. Come on over. I'll get the letter.
Pop, you make the deal yet?
Yes, I did, and a pretty good one, too, David.
Oh, I knew you would. I was just talking to Will, and he said his father was willing to sell the prize for $15.
Well, when Harriet wanted to reupholster a sofa and chair in the living room, Ozzie was against it until his neighbor Thorny won a prize at the home show, entitling him to a $100 discount on an upholstery job. Now, Ozzie has bought the prize from Thorny for $25, and now Thorny is calling the Comfy Cozy Upholstering Company...
Cozy Comfy.
The Cozy Comfy Upholstering Company to arrange to have the work done.
Yeah, that's right, Thornberry. I've decided to use the prize after all. Would you send a man out to my house today?
My house.
To my house? Yes, there'll be somebody home. Thank you.
Why didn't you give him my address?
Oz, everything isn't as simple as you. I won the prize, so naturally they expect to find the furniture in my house. All you got to do is move it over here.
Now, look, Thorny.
I'll help you. Load it on your back.
You'll help me carry it over here.
All right. We're friends, aren't we? Well, there you are, Oz.
What time is the man coming, Thorny?
Oh, sometime today. Might as well make yourself comfortable.
You have any matches around here?
Oh, would you mind not smoking, Oz? Catherine's having a bridge party here this afternoon. She doesn't want to get the ashtrays dirty.
Bridge party? You mean the regular group from the woman's club?
That's right.
There's no party while we're here.
Well, you tell her, will you, Oz? I'll help pick you up.
But all these women know us, and if the man comes while we're here, they'll give the whole thing away.
Well, that's the risk you take when you're too cheap to buy Harriet a decent upholstery job.
Now, wait a second. I've got $25 invested in this.
Well, if it's all right with Catherine, she can have her friends over at our house.
Oh, good. Then I won't have to borrow your bridge table.
You've still got it.
Would you mind carrying it over to your house?
Thorny.
Okay. You wait here with Harriet.
Ozzie, why don't you sit down? You're wearing a track in the carpet.
Well, it's Thorny's carpet. What's keeping that upholstery man? You suppose Thorny could have tipped him off?
Oh, don't be silly.
Well, I don't trust that guy. What do you suppose he's doing over in our house?
Same thing you're doing in his house.
You mean he's been going into our refrigerator?
Will you please relax?
Hey, how about that?
How about what?
They can see everything that goes on in our living room right from here.
Not without binoculars.
They're right here under the chair. No wonder Thorny knows everything that goes on in our house. He's been spying on us.
Oh, he has not.
He has, too. Hey. When I look through his binoculars, I can see Thorny taking cigars out of my humidor. Where's the phone? The line is busy.
You dialed Thorny's number.
Well, naturally, I'm calling... Oh, yes. Harriet? What's our number? Oh. Our phone is busy. Where are those binoculars? He's on the phone, Harriet. He's talking long distance.
How can you tell?
Well, I can't for sure, but he looks like he's talking long distance. He's shouting. Well, he shouldn't be using our phone.
You're using his.
Well, that's different.
What's different about it?
Well, I'm not calling long distance.
Well, it will make you happy, dear. Call somebody long distance.
I wouldn't do such a sneaky thing. I wonder if my brother in New Jersey is home.
Thorny's off the phone now.
No. Tell him a thing or two.
Nelson residence. This is Thorny Nelson speaking.
Thorny, will you please leave my cigars alone? And who were you talking to on the phone?
Your brother in New Jersey.
What did you call him for?
He called you, but you weren't here.
I know I wasn't here. Well, anyway, keep away from my cigars.
Oz, if you want to use my binoculars, ask my permission first.
Well, keep your hands out of my things and don't use the telephone. I told him. What's he doing now, Harriet?
Pulling down the shade.
Bridge party's over. I saw the women leave a half hour ago. Why doesn't Thorny come back? Where's the man from the upholsterers? Why doesn't Thorny put the shade up? Look, there's a light in our bedroom. Hello?
Mr. Thornberry?
Well, that depends. Who is this?
I'm the upholsterer.
Oh, yes, from the Comfy Cozy Upholstering Company.
Cozy comfy.
Well, either way. This is the Thornberry residence. I've been waiting for you all afternoon, and so is Mrs. Nelson. Mrs. Thornberry. Are you coming over?
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Thornberry, but I'm running a little behind schedule. Will you be home after dinner?
Well, just a minute. I'll ask Mrs. Nelson Thornberry. Harriet, will we be here after dinner?
I don't know. We may be here for years.
Yes, we'll be here after dinner.
Fine. I'll come over after dinner.
You better call Thorny and tell him.
Oh, yes. Why doesn't he answer the phone?
Well, it takes a little while to get up from the cellar.
The cellar? What's he doing down there? Thorny? Thorny!
Yes, Oz?
Why don't you answer the phone?
You told me not to.
Well, answer it.
Okay.
Hello?
Thorny?
Oh, hello, Oz. I was just talking to you.
What were you doing in my cellar?
Getting my rake, my hoe, my pliers, my soldering iron, and the fishing rod I loaned you last July.
Well, you stay out of there.
Look, Oz, we'd like to get back into our house. We're expecting people for dinner, and Catherine's got to get it started.
Well, she can't do that. The upholstery man just phoned, and he's coming here right after dinner.
Oz, I can't help it.
Now what's the trouble?
They've got dinner guests, and Catherine wants to get started.
Well, we better get back to our own house. I've got to get dinner started, too.
Well, we can't. Look, Harriet, could you fix dinner over here and let Catherine have her dinner party over there?
Well, I suppose so, if it's okay with Catherine.
It'll be okay with Catherine.
Okay, Thorny.
Oh, by the way, Oz, don't bother to come over. I know where everything is.
What's so funny over there now?
Well, when we were over there, Mr. Thornberry was doing his imitation of you.
It couldn't have been that funny.
I don't know. He was wearing a lampshade and getting big laughs.
Oh, I'll get it. Hello? Yes, this is a Thornberry residence. Oh, I see. But you'll be here for sure. All right, thank you.
Was that the upholstery man? When's he coming?
8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Hey, Oz, where's the mop?
Did you spill anything?
No, I'm doing my imitation of Harriet.
Thorny, the upholstery man isn't coming until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'd like to get to bed.
Oh, gosh, Oz, I don't want to break up the party. We're having a lot of fun. Come on over.
I want to get some sleep. We've got to be back here by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Well, why don't you just sleep there? You'll find my pajamas in the top drawer. Night, Oz. Well, good morning, Oz.
Oh, hiya, Thorny.
Figured it was safe to come over. I just saw the guy leave with your furniture.
Yeah. Well, I hope they do a good job.
Oh, I'm sure they will. It's a very reliable firm.
Well, they're sure charging enough. $175.
Yes, but you're saving $100 because of me.
I'm saving $75. Don't forget I paid you $25.
Well, at least we're getting the furniture upholstered at last.
Oh, here, I brought your mail over to you. Wasn't that nice of me?
Oh, well, thank you.
Anything interesting?
Probably not. Wait a minute. What's this? Dear Mr. Nelson, we are sorry you did not win first prize in our contest. However, you were kind enough to enter, and in an endeavor to make new friends, the Cozy Comfy Upholstery Company is giving you $100 off on the reupholstering of any 2 pieces of living room furniture.
Well, dear, we've never slept over at the Dunkel's house. Maybe he'll buy the offer from you.
Thorny.
Oz, just for friendship's sake, I'm going to make you another offer. You can bang your head against my living room wall free of charge.
This is Vern Smith saying tune in again next week for another transcribed adventure of Ozzie and Harriet, starring Ozzie Nelson and Harriet Hilliard. This is the United States Armed Forces Radio Service.